why was UNO the right fit for you? Because we've seen that happen where some guys get into Division II, and Tervel Delagnev's a real good example where he was a 2-time champ for Nebraska-Kearney and then ended up making Olympic teams and winning world medals. But just to describe your style of wrestling, Jim Makovsky at Minnesota State Mankato said that you were so fast you could play tennis by yourself. So clearly you had a great skill set that got developed through Division II. Why was Division II the right fit for you?
Well, it always makes me laugh when people say, well, you're so fast, or you go to teach something, teach a double or low single, and they'll say, well, my kids can't do that. We're not that fast. And I go, I don't remember anybody calling me fast when I was getting my face pushed in the mat. I got beat for so long. And when I started winning, my genetics didn't change. I didn't really get faster. I got better timing. I got stronger. I got anticipation, all those things. But, the choice to go to Division II, honestly, I started looking at the UNO program when I was probably a sophomore in high school. I started attending all their stuff. And I saw, actually, they came and wrestled at the Omaha Metro tournament. And I don't know if I think I was a junior then. And I was so impressed. And it was some of the best wrestling I'd ever seen. And I seen this little skinny black dude at 118 named Jimmy Foster, who's a coach in a Central high school in Omaha. And I go, that's the fastest man I've ever seen. And I was just fascinated. And so I started following the program more and going to their duels, still, with no idea that I would actually end up there. Just wanted to get better at wrestling. And so they followed me. And like I told you, I wasn't very good. I didn't place as a sophomore, didn't qualify as a freshman in high school, didn't place as a sophomore. My junior year, I took 5th. And then I kind of went wrestling crazy. And I'm undefeated as a senior and got a lot better in 1 year. And I think Coach Denney noticed that, and not many other coaches did. And it was a situation where if you're a one-time state champion from a small population state and you don't have any national accolades, well, who knows about you and who's going to take a chance on you? Well, Coach Denney was really the only one that had scholarship money for me. And, Bobby Douglas talked to me a little bit. Jim Miller was all over me at Wartburg. A few other schools lightly, reached out to me. But it was Coach Denney that came, did the home visit, and he really sold my mother. Before I really knew who Coach Denney was, knew what he was all about, my mother was on board. And she was like, she put the scholarship down on the kitchen table, and she was like, you going to put your pen to paper or what? She's saying this, not him. And so we took the money and went to UNO.
What was it about Mike Denney that made him a good coach? I mean, a great legacy before it got dropped, but what was it about him that was so magical?
He's a master motivator, and he's a master theme organizer. He's a magnificent speaker. Like I have this joke with my classes, I idolize Coach Denney, and that's kind of why we all get into coaching, all of his coaching tree, including Mark Manning. And, I always tell the kids, because I talk about him so much, I go, hey, have I ever told you guys about Coach Denney? And they go, no, Coach, no. And it's this joke, and I go on and on, like just coming upon Coach Denney is like coming upon a mountain. And I'll look up into the sky, and they laugh. But he just really had a way about him where he got you on board. He was stern, but he was benevolent. He was just, he had a way about him when he would put his hands on every guy every single day in practice. He knew how to make you feel special. And, he's a great tactician. I didn't learn too many technical moves from Coach Denney, but that's why he was smart enough to surround himself with other great technical coaches. And, I learned a lot from my peers back then, especially the older ones.